The engine hummed softly as I navigated the desolate road, surrounded by an impenetrable darkness. My fingers clenched the steering wheel, and beads of sweat formed on my forehead despite the chilly night. The dim glow of the dashboard lights barely illuminated the interior of my car, casting eerie shadows that danced in rhythm with the twists and turns of the desolate highway. I had chosen the shortcut to save time, but the oppressive silence and the overhanging canopy of gnarled branches created an atmosphere thick with foreboding. A shiver ran down my spine, and I couldn't shake off the feeling that unseen eyes were watching me from the shadows. The road seemed to stretch endlessly into the inky abyss, with no signs of life or civilization. The only companions were the haunting whispers of the wind as it rustled through the skeletal branches, creating ghostly echoes that reverberated in the stillness. I couldn't help but glance nervously at the rearview mirror, half expecting to see something sinister lurking in the darkness behind me. As I continued down the desolate path, my headlights caught a fleeting glimpse of a figure standing at the side of the road. My heart skipped a beat as I approached, and I instinctively slowed down. The silhouette seemed to materialize from the shadows, revealing a woman with disheveled hair and torn clothing. Her face was obscured, hidden in the darkness beneath a hood. Despite my better judgment, I felt a surge of empathy and pulled over. The eerie silence enveloped me as I rolled down the window, and the woman stepped into the dim glow of my headlights. Her eyes were vacant, devoid of emotion, and a chilling sense of unease washed over me. "I need a ride," she muttered in a hollow voice, sending a shiver down my spine. Without waiting for a response, she climbed into the passenger seat, and an otherworldly coldness filled the car. I tried to strike up a conversation, but her responses were monosyllabic and cryptic. She seemed to know details about my life that I had never shared, and a sense of dread settled in the pit of my stomach. Panic gnawed at me as I realized I was no longer in control of the situation. The road ahead twisted and turned with malicious intent, becoming increasingly narrow and treacherous. The oppressive silence hung thick in the air, broken only by the unsettling whispers that seemed to emanate from the very darkness itself. As we approached a dilapidated bridge, the woman's demeanor shifted. Her vacant eyes met mine, and an otherworldly grin spread across her face. In that moment, the car's headlights flickered, and the bridge seemed to stretch into an abyss below. I slammed on the brakes, my heart pounding as the woman vanished into thin air. The once solid bridge now hung precariously over a chasm. Trembling, I reversed, leaving the mysterious road behind. The whispers faded, and the oppressive darkness released its grip on me. As I sped away, I couldn't shake the feeling that the encounter had been a warning. A warning to never tread the haunted roads where the living and the otherworldly collide, for some paths are better left unexplored in the depths of the night.